Have you ever noticed how a single thought can change your mood in an instant? Whether it's a fleeting worry or a moment of gratitude, the dialogue we hold with ourselves can set the tone for our entire day. This video explores how the simple words we whisper to ourselves can profoundly impact our emotional well-being. By understanding and refining our inner speech, we can steer our minds towards a more joyful and fulfilling life. Self-talk is that inner voice that constantly narrates our moment-to-moment experiences. This ongoing mental dialogue includes our thoughts, beliefs, and reactions to the world around us. Interestingly, the nature of this self-talk can be either a powerful ally or a formidable foe in our quest for happiness. Most people engage in self-talk without even realizing it. It shapes how we perceive everything, from our daily routines to our biggest life events. Positive self-talk helps build confidence and handle stress more effectively, while negative self-talk can drag us down, triggering feelings of anxiety and depression. But what exactly makes self-talk positive or negative? Positive self-talk involves words and phrases that affirm your worth and capabilities. It focuses on what's going well, what your strengths are, and the steps you can take to address challenges. On the other hand, negative self-talk often involves criticism, doubt, and limitation. It magnifies problems, adds to your stress, and undermines your confidence. The impact of self-talk is not just psychological, it's also physical. Engaging in positive self-talk can lead to better stress management, enhanced performance, and even improved physical health. Neuroscientific research supports this, showing that positive affirmations can help activate the regions of the brain associated with self-processing and reward, and can potentially lead to long-lasting brain changes. Transitioning to positive self-talk starts with awareness. You must first become aware of the nature of your internal conversations. Are they critical or supportive? Do they leave you feeling depleted or empowered? Observing your thoughts without judgment is the first step in transforming them. By deliberately choosing words that uplift and encourage, you can begin to reshape the landscape of your mind. This doesn't mean ignoring your challenges or difficulties. Instead, it's about approaching them with a mindset that promotes resilience and possibility. This video will guide you through the importance of this mental shift and provide practical advice on how to cultivate a habit of positive self-talk. Remember, the words you speak to yourself can shape your destiny, and by changing these words, you're one step closer to a happier you. Continuing from our understanding of self-talk, let's look into how our words can directly influence our happiness, grounded in scientific evidence. Studies in the field of psychology and neuroscience have demonstrated that the words we use in our self-talk can significantly affect our brain structure and function. When we consistently engage in positive self-talk, we strengthen the neural pathways that encourage feelings of self-worth and personal efficacy. This process is known as neuroplasticity, where the brain adapts and evolves based on our thoughts and behaviors. For instance, when you use words that promote a positive view of yourself and your circumstances, you enhance your brain's ability to believe in those positive aspects. This isn't just an assumption, It's supported by brain imaging studies that show increased activity in the neural regions related to positive emotions and self-valuation. The implication is clear. By changing the narrative we tell ourselves, we can foster a brain environment conducive to happiness. This science-backed perspective offers a powerful incentive to monitor and modify the words that populate our thoughts. It teaches us that with persistent effort and mindfulness about our language choices, we can not only feel happier, but actually cultivate a brain that supports that happiness more robustly. Moving forward with practical steps, identifying and eliminating negative self-talk is crucial in our journey toward a happier self. Certain phrases and words inherently carry negativity and can lead to increased anxiety and stress. For example, words like can't, never, and shouldn't, which often feature in our internal monologues, limit our beliefs about what is possible and diminish our sense of agency and self-worth. The first step in transforming our self-talk involves becoming conscious of these negative words and phrases as they arise. When you catch yourself using a negative phrase, pause and reflect on how it makes you feel. Is there a weight of stress or sadness that accompanies the words? If so, this is your cue to start actively replacing these phrases with positive alternatives that open up possibilities rather than shutting them down. To facilitate this change, it can be helpful to have a set of positive phrases ready to replace the negative ones. Instead of saying, "I can't handle this," you might adjust to, "I will find a way to manage this situation." This minor shift in wording can dramatically change your emotional response and enhance your resilience in facing challenges. By focusing on removing negative self-talk and replacing it with affirming and supportive language, you are taking practical steps towards not only feeling happier, but becoming a person who is naturally inclined towards joy and optimism. Building on the idea of eliminating negative self-talk, let's explore how to actively cultivate positive phrases in our daily routines. Positive self-talk involves consciously selecting words that will foster growth, resilience, and happiness. These are phrases that encourage us, acknowledge our efforts, and celebrate our successes, no matter how small. Begin by identifying phrases that resonate with you personally. These might include statements like, "I am capable," "I am strong," or "I handle challenges with grace." The key is to choose words that feel empowering and uplifting. It's important to repeat these phrases regularly. Consider incorporating them into your morning routine or using them as affirmations during moments of stress or uncertainty. This practice is not about denying difficulties or challenges, but rather about affirming your ability to navigate them. By reaffirming your strengths and capabilities, you reinforce a positive self-position and cultivate a mindset geared towards continuous improvement and happiness. Integrating mindfulness into our approach to self-talk offers a powerful tool for making lasting changes to our inner dialogue. Mindfulness involves paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. When applied to self-talk, mindfulness helps us become more aware of the nature of our thoughts and the language we use with ourselves. Start by practicing simple mindfulness exercises. For instance, spend a few minutes each day in quiet reflection, simply observing your thoughts as they come and go. Notice the tone and content of your self-talk without trying to change it initially. This non-judgmental observation is crucial as it lays the groundwork for understanding and eventually transforming your self-talk. As you become more aware of your thoughts, you'll start to recognize patterns. Are there particular times of day or situations where your self-talk becomes more negative? Awareness of these patterns is the first step in changing them. You can then begin to gently steer your thoughts towards more positive and constructive language, using the phrases you've developed. Through mindfulness, you learn to control the flow of your self-talk, choosing words that align with happiness and well-being rather than being controlled by habitual negative thought. This conscious choice of language empowers you to reshape your mental landscape, one thought at a time, steering you towards a happier and more contented life. Shifting our focus to the power of gratitude, we see another vital aspect of shaping our self-talk. Gratitude shifts our attention from what is lacking to what is abundantly present. By focusing on what we appreciate, we naturally enhance our positive self-talk. To practice gratitude effectively, start by making it a daily habit to acknowledge things for which you are thankful. This could be as simple as appreciating a good meal, recognizing someone's kindness, or being grateful for your health. Write these down in a journal each night, or take a moment each morning to reflect on what you are grateful for. This act of recognition plays a significant role in modifying our internal dialogue. It encourages our minds to register and retain positive experiences more vividly, counteracting the natural human tendency to focus on negatives. Regularly engaging in gratitude not only enriches our self-talk, but fundamentally enhances our overall happiness and satisfaction with life. As we attempt to transform our self-talk into a more positive force, it's natural to encounter challenges. The habit of negative thinking can be deeply ingrained, and changing it requires consistent effort. Recognizing these challenges up front can prepare us for a successful transition. The most common obstacle is the persistence of old habits. Negative self-talk can be a long-standing habit that feels automatic. To counter this, it is essential to remain vigilant about catching negative thoughts as they arise. Implementing the positive phrases and mindfulness practices discussed earlier can help break these patterns. Another challenge is skepticism about the impact of positive self-talk. Some might doubt that changing how they talk to themselves can significantly affect their happiness. Overcoming this skepticism involves education and experience. Learning about the scientific backing of positive self-talk and personally observing the changes it brings. Persistence is key. Regular practice of the techniques outlined in mindfulness, gratitude, and the use of positive phrases will gradually but assuredly yield results. It's about small steps leading to big changes over time. While we end the journey to better self-talk is ongoing, it is a vital part of personal development that fosters not only greater happiness, but also a deeper understanding of oneself. The key takeaway is that you have the power to influence your happiness through the words you choose to say to yourself. By being mindful of your self-talk, actively replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, practicing gratitude, and overcoming the challenges that arise, you are setting a foundation for lasting happiness. Let this video serve as a starting point or a continued inspiration in your journey. Consider today how you can implement even one of the strategies discussed to enhance yourself. Positive change starts with small, consistent actions, so choose one area to focus on and begin today. The words you tell yourself every day can and do shape your reality. Choose them wisely and let them lift you toward the happiness you deserve.